Yeah, I felt like our girls really came and competed and played together and for each other. I feel like the foul trouble in the first quarter could have, or the first half could have rattled them really easy, but they stayed locked in and stayed together and stayed the course. So I was really proud of them.
Questions?
Amber, is this the best you guys have played in a little while? I know you lost 3 in a row and I think 6 out of 8. It looked like you kind of had control of the game much of the afternoon.
I don't think it's. I mean, we played good, but I don't think it's the best we've played. I've seen them play better before.
No, I mean, recently.
I actually thought we played pretty good last weekend too, against Gonzaga and Portland. We took some losses, but we played pretty good. So I feel like they're coming together at the right times and they're learning about each other at the right times and they're buying into the defensive game plans that we're setting forth. And so yeah, I feel like they're good.
Nani and Lauren, in that third quarter, you guys went on that run. Offense seemed to figure itself out that maybe wasn't there in the first half. Was there something coming out of the locker room that you guys did differently offensively, or did you just start to get some shots to fall and that offense just sort of grew off of that?
I think by the third quarter we were a little more settled in. And we went in at halftime and talked about some things that we need to work on, and then we just came out with the mentality of just we want to win, and we got to keep the lead up and kind of put all gas out there. So I think we just kind of all stepped up and came together a little bit more.
Yeah, I think it just flowed a little better just because we talked about it kind of at halftime. We're kind of just doing kind of some crazy things, but I think third quarter we kind of just let things start coming to us, and that's why things started to flow better.
Nani, what was working so well for your shot specifically today? Because that was your best scoring output in a little while. It's been a little bit of a struggle the last couple of games and whatnot. You've been doing other things, obviously, but just what was working so well shooting-wise for you today?
I think, I got Emma and Lauren dominating inside. That really opens things up for me. When they do well, everybody starts to collapse on them, and it just leaves things open for me. Them setting screens for me, they're really hitting bodies, getting me open, so got to give them a lot of credit.
How long have you worked on that sidestep where you hit the big one right there at the end of the first quarter? And that's something I've seen you do a lot. You take that sidestep, and that's one of your really go-to moves to hit threes. How long have you worked on that and just confidence hitting that one right there at the end of the buzzer first?
That's been a long time coming. I've been working on that kind of since high school, all through high school, so it's been a go-to for a while.
Nani, what are the keys to dealing with San Francisco and Joanna, who can score the ball, obviously?
Who can score the ball?
Joanna.
Oh,
yeah.
Obviously defense first. Last time we played them, our defense wasn't up to par. My defense specifically, I'll take that. It wasn't up to the standards that we hold ourselves to. So tomorrow's all going to be about defense.
Lauren, you had those couple of fouls there in the first half, but then it seems second half you came out, you settled in, you talked about the whole team, but you specifically, and just you're so good at just fading away from the basket and throwing it over defense. Just what, coming out, you're just a little more aggressive maybe because the fouls were behind you and you're ready to just sort of take over in that third?
Credit to my teammates for giving me the ball and just having faith and confidence in me down there. I feel like they put me in a lot of good positions with that. You got Nani outside hitting shots, and so they got to worry about that and kind of come out. So I think it was just everyone kind of helped contribute to that, and then they just kept feeding me the ball when it was open. So.
I want to ask Nani about a certain pass that she didn't see in the fourth quarter, a little no-looker. Walk me through kind of that play and what you guys saw from each other, I guess. And does that just kind of speak to her as a point guard?
Yeah, no, Nani, she won't say it, but she's one of the best passers. She's like the best passer I've ever played with. The way she reads the play before it even happens is crazy. And her passes are always very crisp too. So it's just a combination of, I don't know how she does it. I tell her that too. Her passes they're insane, and she just knows where I'm gonna be before I'm even there. So I think that comes with practice, a lot of chemistry being built with that. But she does it every day in practice. So.
Any other questions?
Yeah, for Amber, can you just talk a little bit further about the challenge tomorrow in San Francisco?
Defense creates offense, right? And so when we were there, just barely, we didn't make sure we took care of the defense, like Nani said, and we're going to make sure that we have our game plan set and ready to go, and that's what we're going to go back to the hotel and do. But also, these girls have came to fight this tournament, and they're ready for it, and they've had some really big character building things that have happened lately to them. And so I really am excited of what they're going to turn around and bring tomorrow because we're going. No hold back.
Anyone else?
Coach, you talked about defense. Arrow had Arrow had 3 key steals that just helped extend plays for you guys late in the fourth quarter. Just talk about her impact today.
It's Ari. It's all right. But she's been one from the get-go that she's like a defensive dog up top, and when we just let her, like I just told her today, just go get it. Like it's like freedom, right? Because sometimes that you want to hold your girls back, and save their legs or whatever, but it's one and done now, and so I just let her roll.
Anything else? Great. Thank you guys so much. Congrats.